good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Glenn Stein, Realty Executives here in Florida, in Ocala, in my Ocala office right now. I also have a Village office. We're going to be talking about whether it's a good time to buy. There are a lot of people out there that are buying. There are a lot of people that are hesitant. We're getting a kind of a mixed bag. I feel like we've got a lot of balance in our real estate market right now. So, one of the things I want to do is really provide as much value and just like advice and not be the realtor or broker that says, oh, it's the perfect time to sell. It's the perfect time to buy. And it's not the perfect time to sell or the perfect time to buy. And really the perfect time, let's talk about what perfect is. Perfect time is what's right for you, meaning your motivation, your lifestyle has changed and you need a bigger place or you need a smaller place or you've got health concerns or whatever. You want to get closer to family, you want to get closer to friends. That's the right time. It's not about like timing the marketplace. I've been in the business for 22 plus years and there's never a perfect timing. Like I got it like to this day. Now, I will tell you that financially, to me, the perfect time to sell would have been in the spring of this year. That looks like that was a peak, and we've come off that peak. That's what it looks like right now. But once again, we're looking in the past. So that's not helpful because we're already past that time. And I kind of figured it was about the right time to sell. But, the day, you're never going to pick the day. Now, let's look at from a buying standpoint. Okay. One of the things I'm hearing is like, well, the people that are motivated to buy, they're buying. Interest rate doesn't matter, 6.5%, 7%. It's not what it was. I still need to do what I need to do. I need to move. So from that standpoint, if you're motivated, it's a good time to buy. But if you're looking to time the marketplace and you're looking for the best deals, the question is, why should I buy now? Because inflation's doing this. Everything we're hearing is negative on the news. Interest rates going up. Prices are probably going to drop because the demand's dropping. We've seen a little bit of that. Right now, we've got over 2,200 homes on the market in Marion County. That's significantly more than what we saw early part of 2022, about 6 months ago, but a lot less than what we saw back in 2019. I think we're heading back to that time of like, okay, pricing might be better than what it was. I don't think we're going to lose all that appreciation that we've gained over the last 2 years. And I don't think that I think we are going to be in that inventory number, right? In that 3,200. I think we have a lot more to go. It's probably going to be a year before we get there, but we've got some time there. So is it the right time? I think, look, if you're motivated right now, my advice is make an offer and see where it goes, right? If you've got time, in other words, you want to move in any time between now and 6 months. My recommendation is there's a little bit less competition between now and the end of the year. There's going to be more competition for buyers, for buyers competition in the spring, because spring market, things start to slow down a little bit November, December. There's less buyer traffic. I think the perfect time to buy is actually right now, but make sure you're buying smartly, right? You're buying smartly. In other words, get a little bit of a discount. You have less competition. There's not multiple offers. You might be able to get a little bit of a discount. We're seeing builder incentives if you're into new construction. Let us know if you're interested in that. You can, by the way, you can connect with me if you have questions. Put it in the chat. Also, you can call me at 352-572-3796. If you want to connect, you can text me as well if you have questions. But one of the things I look at is look at all your options. Look at what's happening in the market, because if prices do come down, we don't know that for sure, but it looks like it looks like prices could come down a little bit over the next 12 to 18 months. That being the case, if the prices come down to a certain degree and interest rates are still up, your affordability does improve. The but is, here's the asterisk. The asterisk is that when the prices come down, makes it a little bit more affordable. Guess what? You're having more competition because buyers are jumping into the marketplace, right? So that's a thing you have to watch out for. So if you're going to buy something, I think buying right now, it makes a lot of sense. If you're looking for the best deal and waiting for the best deal, I don't know that that's a smart move, because when you wait for the best deal, then you're inviting competition. So I think that's something you got to look out for, right? Right. Just as I said, 2,362 properties on the market in Marion County, Ocala. And going back to my last point, make your own best deal. Make your own best deal. And the best deals are always when you don't have that much competition. We saw that in the last couple of years. Lots of competition, lots of multiple offers, escalation clauses, and people were not getting the best deal. They were paying over asking. So that's the point I'm trying to make here. New listings. This is a 7-day watch in Marion County. 249 new listings. So there's more inventory, a little bit more inventory than what we've been seeing on a weekly basis in Marion County. We've seen 22 price increases, a lot of price reductions, which tells me that sellers are getting a little bit anxious. Those are the opportunities that I think from the buyer standpoint, you should be looking at. From the seller standpoint, I think pricing it correctly from the beginning. We're seeing properties leave the market in 7 to 10 days for the ones that look the best and price the best. It's always about pricing in real estate, except for the last couple of years where things were crazy. Now we're coming back to the old rules: location, price, condition, all those things. Sold 184 in the last 7 days. That's pretty great. That's a really good number. That tells me that we're still seeing closings, right? That's your evidence that things are still closing in Marion County in spite of the interest rates. Pending, 204 pending properties. And essentially what that means is the 204 means that people are still buying, right? That tells us that people are still buying property. They're still looking at, making offers. People are still interested in doing things. And I think that's super important, right? Like we're hearing this a lot from different areas around the country where people are not seeing activity. We're seeing activity. It's not as great as what it was, but I think it's a very healthy, steady stream of demand. And I think it bodes well for the whole marketplace long term, the health of it, as opposed to like a giant collapse. But as usual, connect with me. I'm Glenn, broker here at Realty Executives. If you have questions, 352-572-3796. And if you want to be notified, obviously it'd be great because I'm doing these updates almost every week. I skipped last week, I was out of town. But if you want to be notified for any new updates, please subscribe. That would be fabulous. Hit the like button. That would be awesome as well. All right, take care.